I fixed it. I fixed it. Hi. If you've shown back up, if you are going to show back up, thank you. Because for some reason, it was just trying to use my phone for the screen, and I did not ask for it to do that. It did not. Anyways, it won't even recognize my computer won't even recognize that phone because my old phone that had a bit, um it was connected to my laptop and it would automatically pick up the camera and I could use it to record while in YouTube Studio going live. But this one, my phone, it's like I don't know. It's such a pain in the ass. It's still just trying to connect to the Motorola phone, which is it's been shattered. It's been shattered. So, Hattie broke it. Let's see. She turned away whenever I said that. She turned away. She was like, "Oh, I did. Oh, I did. Gotta fix." I had braids in my hair yesterday. Now they're just kind of messy. It's very windy today. And let me see. Well, nobody's here. It's like, is anybody telling y'all? Is YouTube telling y'all that I'm back, that I'm here, that I had a little bit of a malfunction, a technical difficulty? I actually had to try this live stream 3 times. Little Hattie beans. Well, anyways, it's okay. This will still be posted. So if anybody misses it here, they can still go back and watch it. And I will be most definitely, I'm going to be talking about Aquarius. There's a couple of cards that I want to pull for Aquarius. Like a couple of different decks that I want to use. Someone's here. Hi. I finally figured it out. I figured it out. Technical difficulties. It's not Mercury retrograde. It is October. It's fall. It's spooky season. Spooky season. Hello. It's definitely cold today. Devaya, hi. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for coming back. Really, I was having some issues. I was having some issues with my camera. But thank you. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for always coming back. I wanted to kind of like, I want to do some oracle cards for Aquarius. And then also, I think here in a bit, I'm going to try to get, I'm going to open up and try to screen share my Discord because our fellow Aquarian JK sent me some pretty cool videos like yesterday or the day before, but I just got them yesterday. But also I got them like the notifications when I was at work. So all I could do was really subscribe. And then I started to watch the video and it was, I think it's like the astrology of 3-Eye Atlas. Interesting. But I thought, no, I'm going to pause this because first of all, I'm at work. And second of all, I want to try to watch that on the live stream with everybody else. I think it'll be interesting. So, but yeah, let's talk. Let's see. Devaya is here. I'm going to get an Akashic Record Oracle for you. And then I'll also get a tarot card. But let's do oracles and tarot. Because that sounds like fun. So, for Devaya, what Akashic Record Oracle do I need to show to Miss Devaya? Maybe it might be easier to shuffle this way. Yeah, I like that. There we go. It's kind of fun to watch. I think it's fun to watch. Devaya. Oh, it's still not. Right there, that painting right there, I'm painting the Queen of England, not Camilla Elizabeth II. Devaya. What Akashic Record Oracle does Devaya need? Okay. What Akashic Record kind of acts like it wants to come out? For Devaya. Devaya. Okay. I kept seeing this too when I was shuffling. And so I was like, hello, Christina. I'm so excited that you're here. I'm so excited that you're here. You haven't been able to make a live stream, and I know that you still watch them, but I'm happy that you were able to make it here. And hello, Kim Jackson. But so what I'm doing is I'm getting Devaya's Akashic Record oracles. I'm going to do that for everybody. I'll do an oracle and I'll do a tarot card. But while I was shuffling Devaya, I kept seeing this, and this is the card that fell out. So karmic board. That's pretty interesting. It's like all Buddhas. I'm going to read from the book with this one. On the bottom of the deck is Cosmic Lives. Okay. Cosmic Lives. So number 6 and the number 20. But because honestly, Devaya, I don't know if I've ever drawn the karmic board. Okay. The karmic board can shed light and love on this question and situation. You or another can be called forward to assist with the Great White Brotherhood or Ascended Masters at this time. Give this situation to the karmic board and Lady Kuan. So it's not Buddha, it's Kuan Yin. I didn't know that. Okay. Give this situation to the karmic board and Lady Kuan Yin for healing, clarity, and clearing. Karma needs to be reviewed with this person or situation. And so then let's check out Cosmic Lives, because that was on the bottom of the deck. So kind of like the root of the matter. Work in the cosmic starseed realms. Seek the help and assistance of the universe with this matter. Create your stargate to journey through other worlds. Don't let the government find out. Look for the Galactic Council messages around you. You may have work to do with the star councils. This is a cosmic soul relationship in your life. Okay. Well, that was for Devaya, and I hope that that helps. I hope that that's interesting and helpful. Let's get a tarot card for Devaya. We're really happy. I'm happy to see you, Christina, but we're all really happy that you're here. And also, again, okay. So it's interesting, Devaya. Okay. Let me get a card for you though. And I kind of ADD and have a hard time like chat cards. Thank you all for being here. It's fun. It's fun. Okay. Tarot for Devaya. Your cards just really like each time that it's been these cards on the very top have just like flown up into my hands. That's the Page of Cups reversed. That's like when the Ace of Pentacles. That's kind of like somebody not giving you the opportunity for some kind of new job, new adventure, new life. And like also a big bunch of abundance. It could be like an inheritance that somebody is keeping you from getting. Hi honey, how are you? I'm going to still shuffle for you, Devaya, but I still see that though. Honey, I love you. In the Knight of Cups. I wonder if there's like something about it kind of if initially gave me the vibe of possibly you need to I hate saying you need to, 'cause I don't want to be like telling people what they have to do. But is there an opportunity that you could possibly forgive where you were done wrong? Hi, honey. Honey, I love you and everybody else loves you. But we're doing cards right now, baby. Her fluffy beans. You know what, Christina? You called her. You called her. You said that, and now she's here. Hey, 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 sister. She's Can I show your beans? Oh man. Here, Hetty. She's like, no, you can't. There's some beans. There's some beans. Okay, stay right there. Stay right there. She's obviously not going to. We need to get Devaya a card, honey. We need to get Devaya a card. That's what we're doing right now. Page of Wands reversed. Kind of wanted to come out. It stayed back in. Devaya. Okay, well, those came out right when I said your name. So the Eight of Swords reversed. Okay, the Devil reversed and the Moon reversed. Okay, so what I'm going to say is also there's something to do with the massive opportunity, chunks of money, new job, possibly like some kind of large payment that's going to change your life that you didn't get, that was either someone else took it from you or they kept you from being able to move forward with it. But all these cards, mostly what I'm getting is you know everything. Like you know everything of the situation. You know all the details. You know that they did you wrong. You know that possibly just needing to solidify that you forgive the situation so that something can come back in. Because again, like all of these are stating like getting out of feeling trapped, getting out of feeling like you can't move, like you can't talk, like you have no one on your side. Also not really happy with the emotions of the situation, like not wanting to deal with the emotions of the situation. But the moon reversed with the devil reversed, that's like, okay, you know exactly what was going on, or you found out all of the secrets in this situation. You found out all of the information, you know everything. Um, and possibly with the devil reverse, it's like you cut something out that was toxic, that was obsessive, that was not good for you. But then with the page of cups reversed, it just kind of makes me think possibly you should take a look and see if you have completely forgiven this situation. Hattie Beans, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. Aw, don't be glitched out. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Asim. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon. I'm not sure what time it is where you are, but hello. Welcome. Thank y'all for showing up. I had technical difficulties with my last where the last two live streams I tried. There was no picture. And then if there was no picture, you could still hear me, but you wouldn't be able to see the cards. So let's see. Christina Sophia. Alfalfa, good morning. Hello. Let's see. What can we tell Christina? Akashic Record Oracles for Christina. Akashic Record Oracles for Christina. Transformation. Nice. Very nice. And protection. Protection. Absolutely. That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. And transformation. These are your cards, Christina. These are your Akashic Record Oracle cards. So transformation. So 29 and 41. 29, 2 plus 9 is 11. 1 plus 1 is 2. 4 plus 1 is 5. 2 and 5. Now, let's just read exactly what transformation says. I mean, I think it's quite obviously transforming. The situation brings great transformation and spiritual growth. Trust yourself or another to develop and blossom. This is a time of recreation or bringing forward a new project. Transform the energy around you and transmute everything for your greatest and highest good. Pay attention to the teachings of the butterflies. Okay, I love that, Christina. And now protection is exactly what it says. It's protection, but I'm going to go ahead and read. Call forward the help and protection from the realms of the light at this time. Archangel Michael is with you and your loved ones. Shield yourself from lower or negative vibrations and release any fears that arise and find heaven here on earth. That's nice. That's very awesome. I love that. I love that. Okay, so transformation. And now let's get cards for Christina. Cards for Christina. What cards do we need to show to Christina? Christina. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles sideways and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so it's like you're doing pretty good as far as money goes. I don't know if you're possibly trying to start your own business. And if you are trying to start your own business, just keep going. If it seems like you're not really making any progress, you're at a point where you are about to make a big breakthrough, a big difference. So don't give up. Just keep going with your money dreams, with your financial dreams, with your financial goals. Keep going, okay? Because even if it seems like you've been doing a lot and not really gaining, you are about to. Okay. Oh, of course, alfalfa. Yes, I'm going to do an Akashic Record Oracle for everyone and a tarot for everyone. I'm just kind of going in order of who showed up. We all showed up, but so yes. Short answer, yes. Now Kim Jackson. Kim Jackson was right after Christina. So let's get hers. I'm sorry, Christina. I'm sorry. Well, you are protected, very protected. And don't quite give up. If you can't actually do a thing, visualize yourself doing a thing, keep the energy high. Keep the energy going, okay? Because it's going to work out. It's just taking a little bit of time. Okay. Kim Jackson. Kim Jackson. Kim Jackson. Okay. Oh, wow. Life Between Lives on the bottom of the deck. Okay. The Life Between Lives, number 21. And then also Inspiration and Wisdom. So, 19. Inspiration and Wisdom, number 19. Okay. Let's see. The Life Between Lives kind of talks about exactly what it is, the life in between lives, like, the time period when something really some kind of project, cycle, chapter has closed completely and the next one hasn't yet begun. And it definitely carries the energy of you can create the next life with your vibrations and with your thoughts, with your words, with your intentions. So, but I'm still gonna read it. I'm still gonna read it. Okay, so the life between lives. There is a contract or a connection made before you reincarnated upon the planet. Journey into the life between lives to review the role or work you or another carries on in this realm. Review the connection to the masters and guides in the other dimensions, and review the issue from the position of self or another, from the position of self or another, or from the universe. Okay, so review at the whole situation from yourself, from another, or from the universe. And then also, okay, review the connection to masters and guides in other dimensions. So, and you're going to need to be able to meditate and visualize to get into that kind of state where you can be communicating with the masters and guides in other dimensions. Are you good at meditation, Kim? Oh my gosh. Christina, I just read that. I just read that. I'm so sorry. Is there like a lawsuit that you could be pursuing for that? Because it seems like there should be. Um, I don't know how I don't know how that goes in the UK because I know that you're not here in the States. And I do know that the UK is kind of scary right now. Um, I'm sorry. But you are still going to be okay. Okay. Kim, Kim, Kim Jackson. Inspiration and wisdom. Knowledge will set you free from this karmic situation. Claim back your wisdom from a past life. Look to your other record houses to see the inspiration you can bring forward for yourself and for others at this time. This project is divinely guided. Pursue it to bring a higher consciousness onto the earth at this time. Okay. I love that. Claim back your wisdom from a past life. That just kind of gave me like possibly you're having some kind of a roadblock or some kind of an issue in this life that you didn't have in your past life. Like I was about to say something and then I realized it was going to be veering us off of the topic real fast. I'll wait until we're done doing everybody's tarot and then I'll say it. Kim Jackson. Kim Jackson. Let's see. Kim Jackson. What do we need to tell Kim Jackson? What message do we need to give to Kim Jackson? Okay. Okay. Two of Swords reversed and the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. So it looks kind of like you're. The Five of Pentacles is that time where you're feeling kind of pushed out, like you don't have any help, you don't have any support. It's kind of like you're being kicked when you're already down. And it seems like there's a situation where you have come to realize that that's where you are. And the one key message to go along with the Five of Pentacles is there is help and support if you ask. If you don't ask, it's not gonna come to you. Like, it's not gonna walk up and tap you on the shoulder. So, ask for help, ask for support, use your voice, and it will be there for you. Okay, so now the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Swords, and then the Six of Wands reversed. Okay, so it kind of looks like there was somebody who was, I mean, Seven of Swords is stealing. Definitely stealing thoughts, stealing things to keep people's thoughts tied up in the things instead of focusing on moving forward or doing any kind of positive forward soul growth. Then the Knight of Swords, that's like somebody communicated a bunch of messages very quickly. They're all very honest, so they seem pretty harsh. Okay, so I'm kind of getting like maybe you're keeping a situation kind of like, you're not telling everybody everything that you're going through, and maybe if you do tell people, exactly what you're going through, which it looks like someone stole from you, possibly still trying to steal from you. They still got either your things or they've got your mind tied up in what they could take from you. Um be absolutely honest. Absolutely honest. Also, still continue to ask for help because when you ask, I don't want to say if, when you ask the right person for help and for support, you're going to find you're going to get you're going to get clarity, okay? They're going to be able to help you in such a way that you can see the situation for exactly what it is. I mean, it's not great. It's like you're trying to separate yourself from this not great situation. Just communicate, use your voice, be very honest, and you will find the people that are going to help you. They're there. Oh, Kim Jackson, you remember my singing bowls? Um, I sold that singing bowl. I should get another one. That one was really special, but um I was living in the car at the time, and when you live in the car, you can only carry so much stuff. You can only keep so much stuff. So, I sold that. I sold that singing bowl. I kinda regret it now, but, I can't get it back, so let's see. Okay, so alfalfa. Let's see. Oh, on winning the lottery, you sound like me, alfalfa. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, I'm gonna dream really big and be very positive and just think, okay, alfalfa has already won the lottery. So, what do I need to tell them? What do I need to tell alfalfa about winning the lottery? Akashic Record Oracle for alfalfa on winning the lottery. One more time. Akashic Record Oracle for alfalfa on winning the lottery. Wow. It landed standing up and propped up on my toe. Sacral chakra. Truth and justice. Okay. So, truth and justice on the bottom of the deck here. And sacral chakra. Okay. So, mostly what you need to do is, as far as, okay, my interpretation before the book, be absolutely honest with what you're going to do with the money, make sure that you're being fair. If you have debt and you've won the lottery, make sure you pay your debts first. But truth and justice, and do what's right. Do what's right. Now, do what's right as far as sacral chakra goes. That means do exactly what you want. Do what's right for yourself. Don't use the money to try to improve anybody else's life or to try to impress anybody else's life. Do your own thing. Do your very own thing. And I know that this sacral chakra, I know that this picture is in like Antelope Canyon, or I think it's like the wave. And so that is a really beautiful national park here in Arizona. So possibly if you're anywhere close to Arizona, maybe you should go and hike in this national park. Or maybe that is where you should show some truth and justice to, is indigenous people. Okay. Oh yeah, I was going to read them. I'm sorry. I didn't do that. 33. Let's see. 33. 33 is the sacral chakra. Review the Akashic record or oracles connected to nurturing and creating a safe space. Create comfort and time out for yourself or another. Work with the colors of orange and peach. Observe supportive relationships and review those that challenge or feed upon your energy. Okay, so support or observe supportive relationships and review the ones that challenge or feed upon your energy. Release addictions or forces that do not serve your highest good. Okay, and then truth and justice is 42. Truth and justice. Review the karma between those involved in this situation. This is the time to rebalance a sacred contract from the past or present. The situation will be handled in a just and fair manner with the karmic forces. The truth is about to be revealed. Place love and light around yourself and the situation. Okay, so that is the book interpretation of Alfalfa's lottery winning question. Now, okay, so Alfalfa winning the lottery. Tell me about this. Tarot, tell me about this. Alfalfa winning the lottery. Oh, wow. Alfalfa, that's amazing. That's amazing. I'm reading, it's part of my incarnation plan to fund a project for wanderers and starseeds. Well, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. There's also a whole lot of them in Arizona. I don't know if you've been here before, but it's a pretty cool place. Let's see. Alfalfa. Hi. How are you? Alfalfa winning the lottery. Okay. So it was the Ace of Swords reversed. Okay. And that means that there is some questions, there is some doubt, there's no clarity. Knight of Wands reversed. Maybe possibly you're wondering if it's kind of giving me that you need to, I'm sorry, she's just putting her butt in y'all's face. Maybe that's not the only thing that you're supposed to be funding. Maybe you're supposed to be funding something else. Just with the Knight of Wands reversed and the Ace of Swords reversed. Maybe try to meditate on that and try to get a little bit more clarity. She loves me. I love her. Honey, can you stay right there? Yeah? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, hey, hey. Hattie? She loves that lappies. She's always trying to get it. She's always trying to get it. Okay. Well, let me see if I can get any more clear, like helpful information for alfalfa. Of course, that fell on the ground. Hattie, are you going to go get it? It would be so awesome if she would get it. Actually, I kind of take that back. She would probably put holes in it and then they would be kind of ruined. Okay, so death on the bottom of the deck, alfalfa. A few more questions for a little bit of clarity. 5 of Cups reversed, and then the Empress. Okay, so the Empress is, basically the human embodiment of Mother Earth. Virgo energy, also a little bit of Taurus energy. She's pregnant. She's sitting there with that's wheat, all at the bottom of her. She's pure abundance. She's goddess. She's Mother Earth. And then 5 of Cups reversed. Okay, so 5 of Cups is grief. 5 of Cups is a loss. There's a lot of grief. There's something that it's a mourning type card, like Mourning. And that's reversed and then going to the Empress. Okay, so release any kind of sadness, any kind of mourning, any kind of feeling or belief that there's been any kind of a loss, especially with to do with this Empress. I mean, I feel like this is just saying, I don't know, did you lose the Empress? Did you lose somebody? Or possibly if you're talking about star seeds and wanderers, it's kind of like, is this like Mother Earth? And it's saying to stop, especially stop with this mourning card, this 5 of Cups reversed. Let that go. Let that process. Accept that something has died, something's gone away. But also when something does die, when something does end, when something does go away, it's never actually the end. It's a cycle. It comes back. It's brought back to life in a different way. So mostly what I'm just thinking is keep your vibes really high and keep that in the frame of mind, the Empress energy, which is absolute abundance, absolute vitality. I mean, if you win the lottery or if you have won the lottery, I would think that you probably are, because you can just sit there. You can just sit back and let everything come to you. You could probably just sit there and actually make other people the Empress. If you wanted to, if it was part of your plan. Hattie, I love you, honey. Now let's see. Well, it's kind of when it's reversed, it's more of like a healing part, of that, not just the opposite. It's more like saying there was grief, specifically 3 things that have been lost. And there's a lot of sadness around that. And then healing, like processing and healing the grief and the loss. Because if it was just trying to say like that it's the opposite of grieving and loss, which is possibly just, being very grateful, that would be like possibly like a Page of Cups or a Knight of Cups type energy. Does that make sense? You're welcome. You're welcome. That is one thing that I have kind of started working on, is I'm going to start working on some videos for how to with tarot. At least from my perspective, how I do it. So that little question and that little explanation just kind of reminded me, oh yeah, this is going to be kind of like in one of my videos. So, okay, makes sense. So mine is the first one that didn't include the Ten of Cups or Earth Sun. Oh, okay. Very interesting. I mean, it's Empress. So Empress just sits back and everything comes to her. Absolute food. She doesn't worry about anything. And she doesn't even like, that's the cool thing about the Empress energy is she doesn't sit back and think like, oh wow, I don't have to do anything. Like she's so busy vibing that the abundance and what she needs and whatever she needs to take care of herself is going to just come to her because that's how the universe works. She doesn't even think about how she just is. She is just abundance. She is just health, wealth, happiness, life, like absolute life. So that's pretty interesting. Um, no, I really don't. I don't. I don't alfalfa. I mean, I really do like the one that I feel like Kim, you mentioned it. The one that Kim mentioned was it was a beautiful gift. It was a very beautiful gift, but it was brass. So, and it made a pretty beautiful sound. But no, I don't have anything in particular. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Now, let's see. A seam. Um, brass. Brass. Brass because I'm a metal monkey. And I feel like I need to have metal things. Let's see. A seam. I love this. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. A seam. Oh, wait. Let's start with this Akashic Record Oracle for a seam. A seam, a seam. What do we need to tell a seam? A seam. What do we need to tell a seam? Okay, future lives and ancestors. Okay, so a seam. Here we go. Future lives. Okay, so the things that you're doing right now are definitely going to be affecting future lives. And then ancestors, number one. We'll just start since ancestors is number one. So we'll read that first. Review your cords and contracts with your ancestors. Are you carrying the burdens of others in your family lineage? What do they wish to communicate from the spirit world? Review the karma of all the nations where you or of the nations where you were born and where you are connecting to. Review the indigenous messages from around the globe as they may be calling out to you for sacred service. I like that. And you're in the Navy, so you can go all the way around the world. That's pretty interesting. I like that. So future lives. Examine future timelines to see the records or potential outcomes. This situation or person is set to resurface in the future Akashic Record oracles. Bring back learning from the future into this present timeline to assist your ascension and spiritual growth at this time upon the earth. Consider your present options and how your actions may affect the future. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting, Asim. Okay. Now let's get some tarot cards. Let's just get some regular old cards for Asim. What do we need to tell Asim? What do we need to tell Asim? What do we need to tell Asim? Okay. Page of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles and then the Ten of Cups. Okay. Okay, so the Ten of Cups, a happy family. A happy, beautiful, healthy family, you know? There's love, there's unconditional love and true love. There is this kinship, there's companionship, there is all of the stability that comes that well, doesn't come with it. I mean, with love, there does come stability, but sometimes love doesn't pay bills. But there is not a concern about paying the bills. You know, there's not a concern about paying the bills. It's kind of like you're doing something. You're doing something. The page of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles. You are learning or working, bettering yourself to create more money for that, for the family, for the Ten of Cups. I mean, that's pretty awesome. So, like, going to school, learning a new trade. But I mean, I feel like aren't you getting your MBA? I feel like you told me that. Um, yeah, it's working for you. It's contributing, and I love it. Your main goal, your main focus is a family, and it's not just like, you know, a husband and wife type family. It's the family, like the grandparents, the aunts and uncles, the cousins, the grandchildren. It's the whole family. It's really beautiful. Moving forward. Moving forward, Page of Pentacles, you know, there's about to be this opportunity, this new opportunity. You've done the work, and then you're going to see it pay off. You're welcome, Asim. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? I don't know. I think I got everybody. I think I did. I mean, I know that in my mind I can think of who is here, um, or who is usually here and is not here right now. But I don't know if I should just read for them. Okay, but let's do an angel oracle for Aquarius real quick. An angel oracle for Aquarius. An angel oracle for Aquarius. Okay, intuition and leadership. So, okay, I trust my feelings and insights. Your angels are sending signs to help validate your intuitive hunches. Okay, so your angels are sending signs to help validate your intuitive hunches. The next time intuition alerts you to something, listen closely, realizing that it is your angel guiding you to something great or leading you away from something. Intuition, okay? So, intuition is on point. I mean, I think it usually is. And leadership is on the bottom of the deck. Okay. So possibly paying attention to your intuition and not possibly, definitely paying attention to your intuition. But when it comes to taking some kind of a leadership role, my positive attitude influences others. The angels remind you that you have the ability to accomplish anything and everything that you set your mind to in this life. It is critical for you to be able to discover this special gift and to use it to help others in need. I love that. I'm going to read it again. The angels remind you that you have the ability to accomplish anything and everything that you set your mind to in this life. It is critical for you to be able to discover this special gift and to use it to help others in need. Okay. So, intuition. leadership. And you know what that kind of tells me? I mean, you don't actually have to have like the title of being in leadership. That just tells me that people are watching Aquarius. People are paying attention to what you do, the actions that you take, and it will influence them. So, lead by example. Lead by example. I like that. It's good. It's good, good. Dana, hi. How are you? How are you? Well, let's get some cards for Dana. Let's get her an Akashic Record Oracle and see what we can tell her. Okay, Akashic Record Oracle for Dana. Nice. Past lives. Creative writing and release and let go. Okay, so creative writing was in the card split. But release and let go is on the bottom of the deck. Release and let go. Number 30. And then 26, that's 8. So 3 plus 0 is 3, and then 2 plus 6 is 8. Past lives. Okay. So release and let go. Goodness gracious. Grace kind of fell, but she's okay. The situation, so this is past lives. This situation or issue is connected to the realms of past lives. Return through the past life doorways to heal, clear, and gain clarity. The person connected to this question or this issue has a past life connection with you. The past lives meditation can bring the wisdom and knowledge that you or another seeks. Okay. So, Dana, past lives. Now let's see. It is time to release the situation or person and move on. Surrender the issue or fear to your guides and your higher spiritual truth. There is a great freedom and opportunity waiting when this Akashic record is cleared and released. There is a great freedom and opportunity waiting when this Akashic record is cleared and released. Okay. That's pretty interesting, Dana. So I hope that resonates. Grace. Grace, what are you doing? Hi, honey. Hi. She's like, she just doesn't want me to hold her ever. So I pretty much don't. I try every now and then to see if she's changed her mind, like, you changed your mind? Will you let me hold you? But no. She's a sweetie. And I also wanted to do this, like, see, Asim, I have Grace. I have these. You said to keep green plants around me. And then I have another one. So, yeah, we're still. Hey, Grace. Grace. Hi, honey. We're doing cards. We're reading cards right now, honey. Yeah. For Dana. We're going to read cards for Dana. Oh, I love you. We're going to read cards for Dana. Okay. Shuffling for Dana. Shuffling for Dana. What do we need to tell Dana? I saw that. That was nice. Okay, King of Cups reversed on the bottom of the deck. And then we have this right here. The Ace of Pentacles. That's amazing. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. And then the King of Cups reversed. No, you can't eat my plants, honey. She's always trying to eat the aloe vera. But the Ace of Pentacles, this is pretty exciting. Okay. So, a big opportunity, a big chunk of money with the King of Cups reversed. I don't know. It's like, I mean, that's father figure energy, but it's reversed. So it's gone, it's not there, it's absent, father figure energy, or it's a father figure who is just really manipulative and selfish, he just thinks about himself. But this kind of gives me like, because it said release and let go in the Akashic record oracles, and serious like abundance and opportunities and freedoms are coming as soon as you do release and let go of this situation. This is definitely like, this is some money. This is not just a brand new opportunity. This is definitely some money with a brand new opportunity. Okay. Tell me a little bit more about the Ace of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Man. Brand new. So we've got Ace of Cups now. Okay, so two aces. So absolutely, Dana, there is something in your life that just needs you to let it go. Some kind of a loss. I don't know if this person is like an ex-husband or an ex-boyfriend, or if this is even like a father who is just not been in the picture or has possibly passed away. Either way, release and let go that situation. Release and let go, and you're going to be like, when it said you're going to experience, there's new freedoms, new opportunities waiting for you on the other side. That was the Ace of Pentacles, and this is the Ace of Cups. Okay, so that's like a brand new life is just waiting to happen for you. It's going to happen for you. You aren't going to have to juggle. You're not going to have to try to juggle bills or juggle responsibilities. Your whole life is going to change. It's a lot money. You're not going to have to just like juggle money. There's going to be, these cats are so silly. There's going to be more than you could imagine as far as the money goes. Okay. Oh, hello, Merida. Hi, JK. I actually just was thinking about you. While JK is here, let me, as I was going to try to screen share. Of course, nothing is saved. My information, my login information. But I wanted to screen share the Discord. I should have opened this up before I started live. I apologize. My bad. Okay, now it's going to be a production now, because I guess I don't know my password and my computer doesn't remember it, which is pretty lame. Okay. Okay, so now let's see. Okay. I hope it's okay. Did I play this?
I've been looking at the astrology of the Atlas, and I've been watching some videos from other astrologers, been doing my own research, and basically what I'm seeing is that this interstellar object has a very significant path. So we've already learned that the chances of it passing through our solar system in the way it is at a 5-degree angle from the ecliptic plane and passing so quickly to Mars and then Venus and then Jupiter, primarily Mars and Jupiter, while at the same time being hidden behind the sun so that the Earth cannot view it during this entire pass to the inner solar system. It seems like it was deliberately planned that way.
Wow.
But that's not even what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the actual astrology. So if you take the date of 3i Atlas's perihelion, meaning the day that it's closest to the sun, this is going to happen on, I've seen October 29th or October 30th. I've heard both these dates. So somewhere in that 24-hour range, it's going to pass the sun most closely. It'll still be out. I think it's still like between the orbit of Mars and Venus, but it'll come within, I believe it's like 1.3 astronomical units, which is basically the distance from Earth to the sun. So it's going to be further from the sun than Earth is. But what I'm trying to say is that we've already learned about how anomalous this path is and how it was like almost designed. Avi Loeb is saying that there's a good chance that it could be alien spaceship or something like that, or probe. But what I want to talk about is more than just that. If you actually look at the placement of all of the planets in relation to Earth, so basically using the zodiac signs as like a coordinate system, and if you plot them in a circle of 360 degrees, you have 12 different segments that are each 30 degrees. 12 times 30 is 360. So we're basically just talking about a circle. And if you plot a dot on the map around this circle for each planet, that will give you your diagram and that you can interpret through astrology. Now, during the perihelion, when Atlas is closest to the sun, there's going to be some significant astrology in play. First off, the biggest thing that is most obvious is there's a grand water trine, which is 3 planets that are evenly spaced out 120 degrees apart from each other. So they basically, if you connect the dots between all 3, it forms an equilateral triangle. And if you know anything about horoscopes and the signs, there's 4 different elements. I am elements. I could go into the symbology of my channel's logo, but it's along those lines. You have earth, fire, air, and water. Now, all the air signs are spaced out 120 degrees apart. So when you have a grand trine, you have 3 planets that are all in water signs. And all the elements are spaced out this way. You have the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's the air signs, which are Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. The earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And then the water signs, which are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And Pisces is considered to be the final sign. So the zodiac starts at Aries and then progresses to Taurus and so on, all the way around past Capricorn. So Capricorn in December is actually the 10th sign. Then Aquarius, then Pisces. Pisces, the 12th and final sign. And then it restarts at Aries. So essentially what this means is that Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn are all going to be in water signs. So if we look at the first water sign, we'll start with Cancer because that is the cardinal sign. There's 4 cardinal signs that are in a cross. They form a cross. And there's 1 from each element. Cardinal signs are like the initiators, the beginning. And those are Aries is the very first one, and then Cancer, then Libra, and then Capricorn. Those are the 4 cardinal signs. So those are just significant for beginnings. But what's important about this is that the astrology is all pointing to Jupiter. Jupiter is the story here, actually, what everything is about. And I'll tell you exactly what that means later on. But I first want to explain how I came to that conclusion. So I have to start at perihelion. And it even starts before then. I can mention that, but perihelion is like the biggest obvious thing that you can read, but we'll go into more. So perihelion, we have Jupiter at 24 degrees Cancer, so towards the very end of Cancer. And you have Mars is going to be in Scorpio, so that's significant enough in itself because Scorpio is Mars' ancient home, its home sign, and then you think about Mars as like the planet of fire, and then Scorpio is kind of like, Halloween. It's like the underworld almost. It's probably the spookiest sign there is. So that's significant. So Mars being in 25 degrees of Scorpio, and then another thing about that is like Jupiter and Mars, those 2 signs, are the 2 planets that Free Atlas approaches most closely. So like you're looking at everything, like you just think about all these facts together, it's like giving us a message. It's like, it's very obvious. It's saying, look, if you want to figure me out, this is what's happening on perihelion. And I'm in 2 of the planets that I'm passing are part of this big trine. It's on that day, this grain water trine. The final sign, well, there's actually 2. And this is very significant too, because these are outer planets. So their transit around the zodiac takes a long period of time. Saturn is like 30 years just to go from Aries all the way around to Pisces in a circle. So it spends about I think it's like 2.5 to 3 years in each sign. And Saturn is at 25 degrees of Pisces. But there's also Neptune, which is even further out than Saturn. It's the blue planet. It's associated with like dreams and imagination and spirituality, that kind of stuff. That is also, that's at 29 degrees, the very end of Pisces on the perihelion. And you'll see later on that Saturn and Neptune move into Aries. So they're both like at the same time, and they're starting a reset at the opening degree, 0 degrees of Aries, which is the very first sign, the cardinal sign, starting a whole new cycle. So we're beginning a new grand cycle because it's not just one of these planets. I think it's like 70 or 80 years. I don't know off the top of my head how long its transit is. So at a minimum, it's like this is likely to happen where they both line up like this. Like especially at the very 0 degree, like this has got to be at least thousands of years for that to happen again. Anyways, it's very, very rare. Saturn and Neptune both moving in Aries. It's going to be happening in February of 2026, which is going to be about a month before Free Atlas makes its close approach to Jupiter. Jupiter is the very last encounter, so it's saying, look at Jupiter. It's pointing to Jupiter. It's starting us at Mars and then pointing to Jupiter. Both of these 2 planets are part of this grand trine, with the addition of Saturn and Neptune, which are completing a very long cycle. To me, this signifies we're starting a new age. So let's just say this is the age of Aquarius, what we're talking about, and you can look up what that's all about. But what I think it means is we're having a spiritual awakening on this planet. People have been starting to wake up en masse over the last 13 years, I'd say. Since 2012, it's really when it started accelerating rapidly, and it just keeps accelerating every year. More and more people are starting to unplug from the matrix, so to speak. And I think this time frame with Free Atlas is somehow going to culminate with this mass awakening in some way. It could be related to Free Atlas itself, something it does that's unexpected, that somehow wakes people up either through this whole, alien spaceship narrative that's going on, or in the spiritual realms, people are talking about this being some sort of messenger or some sort of galactic intervention to assist Earth with its awakening and to potentially be eliminating the controllers of this matrix, basically firing all the management and starting over is one way to look at it. But yeah, those are some of the things that are being discussed in terms of what's going to happen. But I think we just need to keep an open mind and pay attention. but things are most likely going to be rapidly changing within the next 6 months. And people will be waking up, questioning their reality. It's going to be hard for a lot of people that haven't really awakened yet, and they're going to need your support, people that are aware of these shifts and are not approaching it with fear, because when you're not aligned with the source, you're easily manipulated into fear. But if you're aligned with source, you know that there is nothing to fear. So you have to help people that are in fear. You can't make fun of them, you can't punish them, you can't try to make them think that you're right or shame them for anything. We have to help people through this time. And many will need it, but just know that on the other side of this is something brand new. With that said, I want to talk about some other things that are happening in the perihelion. So we also have Mercury, which
Okay. Here, we'll just do like that. Okay. So that was really interesting. That was really, really interesting. There's still more to watch. Who was that again, JK? Ah, okay. It seems that you know what's going on. Of course, you know what's going on. Oh, well, oh, nice. Yeah, I'm not upset with you sharing anything. I mean, I just hope you don't mind that I went into Discord and played your that you sent to me. Deborah, hi. So, you just found it on YouTube. Okay. Does it say? Let's look and see. Okay, I am elements. So EYEYAM elements. Okay. So we need to go and find him. We need to go find him and we need to subscribe to him. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this real quick. We'll go here. No, I don't want to go to school. Close. Okay. Andrea Dancing Star. Is that going to take me to just regular YouTube? Hattie Beans. No, it's not. It's not just going to be regular YouTube. Okay. Well, I'm going to do that when I'm done. Okay. That was pretty interesting. That was really interesting. So whenever he mentioned that it ends with Jupiter, like that's the important, I guess, pivotal aspect. That's the word. It made me remember there was a documentary about the birth of Jesus, and it used astrology from like the Bible and, astrology as far as like watching the planets and going back and forth in time with calculated, orbits and things like that. And in the documentary, they actually said that first of all, Jesus' actual birthday was probably more along the lines of like April 20th or April 21st. But the star that was shining in the sky that led the three wise men to find Jesus was Jupiter. And then Jupiter is like, so in my opinion, when I'm thinking of the planets, like some people can interchange them. I think of Saturn as like the mom, and I think of Jupiter as the dad, because Jupiter's just got such supportive energy about it. Your keyboard autocorrect is screwed. My new phone won't let me spell my name the right way. It keeps trying to change it to Andrea. I'm glad. Okay, I'm reading the comments. I'm glad that you are here too, Deborah. We're all glad you're here. And we're glad that you're here as well, JK. But that's very interesting. I keep telling people that Jesus is coming back. And then some people at work were like, why would Jesus be on a spaceship? They're like, why would he not? You know, duh. I don't think it's that far-fetched. Jupiter is wisdom. Thank you, Asim. Thank you, Asim. Okay. Well, I think it's about time for this human race and this civilization. I think it's about time for us to try to develop some kind of wisdom, to use it, to recognize it. I think it's about time. I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited about just the next year. I've had to be a lot more careful about like different videos that I watch, because I think there's a lot of people. Well, there's a lot of conspiracy theorists in the world, and not that I don't think that conspiracies exist. I think that they do, quite obviously, but I don't want to be constantly suspicious of everything in my world, because I know that like my thoughts and my vibe create my reality. And I feel like if you get really sucked into the conspiracies, then you get yourself like aligned to that dimension where the conspiracies and the darkness is happening. And there's a lot of people that are saying some really scary things about the next year. So I don't want to listen too much to that, because I don't want to live in that reality. Deborah, so I got everybody a Akashic Record Oracle and a tarot card. So let me get Deborah an Akashic Record Oracle. There's just so many cats on my table. An Akashic Record Oracle for Deborah. What are you doing, Rory? What are you doing, Rory? Okay. That didn't take very long. Deborah, male relationships and sacred contracts. 24 and 34. Okay. 24 and 34. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Oh, fear, ego, and drama. Fear, ego, and drama. Okay, so I can tell you right now, male relationships. So this is whatever situation this is talking to you about, Deborah. It has to do with male relationships. And the fear, ego, and drama. Review the past lives to see what could be affecting your energy field, and that was created by fear. Understand and release the ego and drama created by you or others at this time. Release the barbed wire that can be holding onto pain and suffering in the chakras or auric field. Pay attention to this relationship, as it may not be in your best interest. Okay. 24, male relationships. The situation involves a male relationship, father, brother, son, husband, or grandfather. Heal and clear the male or paternal line and bring forward masculine support. Call on a male master, angel, or spirit guide to give guidance and assistance with this matter or Akashic record. Okay. And now sacred contracts is interesting. 24, then 34. 11, angel number, is for the fear and ego and drama. So, this is the time to make a sacred contract with yourself or another. Review the sacred contracts made in other lifetime record houses with the person or situation. Release all that does not serve to attract all that needs to manifest. The sacred contract is complete. The sacred contract is complete. Okay, so let's see what tarot comes out for Deborah in these situations. I'm getting that there is the sacred contract is complete, so I'm thinking there's a need to let something go, a relationship, a masculine relationship, to let it go, to release it. But okay, tell me, what cards do I need to show Deborah, or do I need to read to Deborah? What cards do I need to read to Deborah? Wow. King of Cups, father figure energy, and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so water sign right here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but also father figure energy, and it's like male relationships. On the bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles. So this is a father who has it looks like this father has a lot of money, has his own business. He's very financially stable. It's because he's upright. It's kind of making me think that this is a father figure who is just not in the picture anymore. But at one point in time, they were a great source of support and love. And possibly that's why it's hard to let it go. Tell me more. Three of Pentacles reversed and the Magician upright. Okay. I don't know. Did this father figure, did he make it difficult for you to not be able to go to school, to finish school? The Sacred Contracts card says that this contract is complete. So review it and assess it and then let it go. Okay. Akashic Record Oracles for JK. Akashic Record Oracles for JK. Akashic Record Oracles for JK. Bless you. Totem animals. Nice. And healing, health and healing on the bottom of the deck. I don't know if it means anything, but curses is behind that. Health and healing. And then totem animals. I mean, very exciting. Very cool card. So health and healing is 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. And then totem animals is 40. 4 plus 0 is 4. But yeah, that's a really cool card. Let's read that. Let's read that. The animal kingdom has great wisdom for you, so pay attention. Call forward your personal animal totems for assistance at this time. Contact the animal kingdoms of the location you are asking about for guidance and knowledge. Animal communication will assist you in this situation. Very cool. Very cool. Maybe that's why, like, when you jumped into the chat, JK, all of my cats just ran to the table. Possible. Okay. So, health and healing. Health and healing. Focus on your health and healing at this time. Create a health and healing chamber within the Akashic Garden Sanctuary for physical, mental, and emotional healing. Engage with your gifts as a healer and release any contracts or cords that would hold you back. Connect to the Arcturians and Archangel Raphael for assistance and support. I like that. Very cool. Um, let's see. Tarot cards for JK. What tarot cards do I need to tell JK? Page of Swords and the Emperor reversed. Okay, so is that you? Do you feel a little bit out of control in your life? Yeah. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't have to be you. It could be that you're spying on an emperor, that you're, you know, gathering information on an emperor, doing research on this emperor reversed. So the emperor reversed is either a tyrant or it's symbolizing the fact that you feel like you don't really have much control over your life at this point in time. So, watching, doing research, observing to see where you can go, gathering information before you act. Judgment and the Lovers reversed, and then the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so, the Lovers reversed, that kind of tells me possibly there's some kind of love relationship that didn't work out, but it doesn't have to just be that. It could be the fact that maybe at some point in time previously you were not completely loving yourself the way that you should. And you've changed that. You've absolutely changed that. And now you're moving forward, but still seeming like you're not going to have, like you don't have control. The Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck tells me that your money is fine. You're going to be able to take care of yourself. You don't really have to worry about money. You possibly just don't know where you're going next or how to get the power back in your life, how to regain your power in life. Knight of Pentacles with the Three of Wands. Okay, so two people could come into your life and try to help you. It looks kind of like two people have an idea. Maybe one person has the money, one person has the idea. You all get along and you're going to move forward on it. It's kind of like you are taking the action in this, and it's an investment. It's the Knight of Pentacles. It's going to pay you. It's going to give you money. It's going to make you money. It may not make you money immediately, but it will make you money further on down the line. Okay? So it's like the most stable type of abundance, which, I mean, it's the most stable kind. So that's good. That's a good thing. Kelly Mobley, hello. Okay. Pluto is no longer in retrograde? What? Just going with the flow, wherever the river flows. Kelly Mobley, what's the sad face? I didn't know that Pluto was no longer retrograde, though. Let's get Kelly an Akashic Record Oracle card and tarot cards. Okay. Hi, Kelly. You're welcome, JK. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. And thank you for sending me those cool videos. I'm going to watch more. Yesterday when I got them, I was at work and work was chaotic. It's always chaotic. but let's see. Kelly. I mean, I think that sounds... Am I seeing you? I see you. I mean, I see the words that you're typing in your name, Kelly. Let's get the party started. That makes me think the Black Eyed Peas song is in my head. It is like party season. I'm really such an introvert. And I'm such a hermit. I don't know if I would go to a party if there was one. Okay. Let's see. So Kelly Mobley. Hello. Yes. Okay, I do like dancing. I do like dancing. Okay, clarity, Kelly, and health and healing for you as well. Okay. Focus on your health. Focus on healing at this time. Clarity. With the water like this, it definitely is like telling me like drink a lot of water, go swimming, get in a lake, get in a hot tub, get in a pool, anything to do with water. Get it around you. Play audio sounds of rain or the ocean. That's for you. 5. Let me see here. Clarity. Clarity for Kelly. Look deeper into the situation and trust your own thoughts. You are correct in your inner guidance on this matter. Step back from the situation and look at all sides and outcomes. The karma of this relationship is to teach you clarity. As you gain clarity, the consciousness around you grows. Okay, so as you gain clarity, the consciousness around you grows. Look deeper into this situation and trust your own thoughts. Trust your own thoughts. You are correct in your inner guidance on this matter. Okay. And then health and healing. Focus on your health and healing at this time. Create a health and healing chamber within the Akashic Garden Sanctuary for physical, mental, and emotional healing. Engage with your gifts as a healer and release any contracts or cords that hold you back. Connect to the Arcturians and Archangel Raphael for assistance and support. Okay. I hope that was helpful, Kelly. Now let's get you some tarot cards. Cards for Kelly. Tarot cards for Kelly. Cards for Kelly. What are we going to do? What do we need to tell her? What do we need to tell her? Eight of Cups reversed and the Four of Pentacles. Some kind of a regret of walking away from something, wishing that you hadn't walked away. Tell me more. Magician reversed and the Fool reversed. Okay, so it kind of seems like possibly, okay, clarity, first of all, was the Akashic Record Oracle, and now the cards are telling me that it's very possible that you walked away from something that you had done for a very long time, or this situation walked away from you. And it seems like, well, the cards are telling me that possibly you feel like you don't know what you're doing, that did you make a bad mistake? Are you going to be able to recover? Should you have not left? Because it seems like you're not achieving your manifestation power. But the Akashic Record Oracles did say that your internal thoughts and your intuition regarding the situation are correct. And to focus on your healing at this time. So, I mean, I feel like you did make the right decision. Okay, and possibly you're feeling like you're not in control of your finances. That can get kind of that can definitely get kind of tough to deal with, tough to try to relax from. So yeah, okay, so the Chariot reversed, feeling like you're not making any moves forward, feeling stuck. Again, with the 8 of Cups reversed, so whatever you walked away from or whatever walked away from you, whether you wanted it to happen that way, it was for the best. Like that's the way the situation it was done. It was time. It was time. So, focus more on healing yourself and getting yourself better and taking quiet time and restful time, using your mind to visualize exactly where you want to go now. Um, because 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 I said so. No. Because the cards say that. And also it looks like this was kind of devastating, this thing that you walked away from or walked away from you. So you need to give yourself time to grieve that and heal, you know, heal the loss of whatever you did lose, whatever situation you did lose. You need to take care of yourself, focus very much on your health. You also need to go swimming, get in a hot tub, take a bath, drink lots of water. Again, like I said, listen to wave sounds or rain sounds. There's lots and lots of water. That also indicates your emotions too. So validate all of your emotions in regards to the situation where this thing was lost. Yeah. You know, exactly. Saturday night at Walmart is going out exactly. That's for me. That's for me. But I've gotten into kind of this weird like I don't want to go out when it's dark. So I just don't. And I actually it's like such a thing that I don't want to go out when it's dark that I've actually like today. Today I'm going to break that because it's getting into almost like a phobia. Um I'm going to make myself go somewhere after dark tonight just to prove that I can do it. I've just gotten very comfortable at home, just sitting at home when I'm not at work. So, justice and the truth needs to come out. You love water. Well, good. I love water too. But you should make sure to be drinking lots of water and possibly, like I said, if you can, go swimming. Go swimming. Get your whole body in some water. See, I love that, Deborah. We're all kind of alike. I work with a lot of college students and they go out a lot and I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you go out and come to work." Okay, so my sister, Deborah, you don't go out at night. I don't know why. I'm just like, well, I do know why. I take that back. I have really bad vision and I do have my glasses, but still, it's like being dark outside, it makes my vision is even more horrible in the dark. So, okay. I think what no party without Jack Daniels. Um, oh my gosh. I love whiskey, but I also I haven't had any drinks for 14 years, for a very long time, because I'm such a mean person when I drink whiskey. I just want to fight. I'm not happy. We're not laughing. I'm trying to fight everyone. It's not good. It's not nice. It's not cute. So I recognized that and I was like, I'm going to stop this. I'm not going to drink anymore because obviously I've got a problem. So yeah. But I do say that if the world like comes to like, like the end of us or like zombies or whatever, I will start drinking because then I will be able to fight and that'll be good. Okay. Um but I do love whiskey. I love the way it tastes. Just it doesn't make me nice. Yeah, it sure does, Deborah. It definitely does. I think that's why they call it spirits. You know, I don't understand how people like my age still go out and drink a lot because like 14 years ago, I remember the hangover that I had 14 years ago. And I mean, it took me like 3 days to recover from drinking. I was like, I can't do this. I just can't do this. I don't know how any adult does this. Okay, Jim Beam for JK. So Asim, we've got Jack Daniels. So I am a Jameson. I'm a Jameson. Or like Knob Creek. That's really good. Yeah, it sure does. It sure does, Deborah. You're right. Hi. Okay, well, I think I'm going to end the live stream. This has been really fun. Thank you, everybody, for showing up, for being here, for supporting me and supporting each other. Um, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go to Walmart now. Yeah, Jameson's be fighting. Jameson, yeah, I will be fighting for real. It's like I've turned into a completely different person. And I attribute it to me being like 14% Irish. So it could also be that just alcohol isn't for everybody. We love you, Deborah. We love you, Christina. Love you, JK. Love you, Asim, Kelly. Um, Devaya, if you're still here, thank you. I hope y'all all have an amazing day. I'm going to be recording videos and uploading those as well. And of course, I will see you in the next video. And then I'll also see you next week when I go live. Okay. I love y'all. Thank you.